You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California. Presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AfterBuzz TV Survivor After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV Survivor.
Oh, that felt good. Hey, everyone. Bing is for doing, and this is the Survivor After Show. I'm Christina Cha from Survivor One World, and I'm here with my lovely co-host. Since Ryan and AJ and Justin are all sick with the flu, I'm with All-Star Sugar, Jessica Kiper. How are you doing?
Hey, it's Kiper.
Kiper?
That's cool.
Fuck.
We've been hanging out for a long time. We're like besties. That's cool. You don't know how to say my last name. Sorry. You don't know the way to talk. Ebonics is your style.
It is. That's what you get for living here in Los Angeles. So,
no, I came from the South, so like really I should say my name wrong.
anyways, we're here in our onesies. We have to thank CCR brands in our onesie. That's why we are here. Red and blue also representing for the elections that just happened yesterday. If you missed it, you're not a patriot. So we're here to talk about the Survivor AfterBuzz show. The show is called Dead Man Walking. Now, why do you think they call it Dead Man Walking? Sugar.
Because it was a man who died? I
No.
have no idea. We thought it was going to be Lisa, but...
No, you know, it's interesting because we saw Lisa, the whole formula of the show. It's like whoever talks the most is normally the one who's going to be the boot.
It seemed like her episode. I was like, oh, she's dead.
It
but
did.
She started
But we had Penner,
she was like,
and then we have definitely Jeff Kent, who's been playing the game too. I don't know. Anyways, I'm just blabbing around. She's been working it.
I like
Lisa
because she was a former actress who
Facts
made
of
a
Life.
family. Yes, Facts of Life. Who I would never have recognized her. No wonder some of those people don't know who she is.
I think
That's
she looks the
crazy.
same. She looks the same from what she was back in the 80s.
But
except
she's not a
little bit.
bitch. So you wouldn't recognize her as Blair. That's the thing.
That's true. She definitely brought out that side in this game. So
she brought out the bitch side or the nice girl?
The bitch side.
Really?
Definitely.
I didn't see that. I see her work. I see
You
her
see her
playing
being
the
nice?
fucking
Okay.
game. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Marissa, are we allowed to say this?
Yeah.
Okay, it's totally fine. With the podcast.
The internet.
Because it's not television.
Exactly.
That's why you're watching us today. So
No
we have a
censors.
wonderful
That's why I like to do
call-in
these
guest, too. A Survivor All-Star player. We have Yau-Man Chan.
What?
Yeah.
Yau-Man wants to come to our sleepover?
He does.
What a surprise. What a surprise.
So he's going to give us and chime in what he thinks about what happened about the show. Do we have him on the line, Marissa? No? Well, we'll get him on later. He's kind of your favorite? Is he one of your favorite Survivor players?
He's one of my favorite people to hang out with at these little adventures that we go on together, you know, with all the Amazing Race people and the Big Brother people. He's very entertaining.
He is.
I love Yau-Man.
So, you know, one of the things that's great about being part of Survivor, the Survivor family, is that you meet all these other ex-reality stars. And we go to these great charity events. That's how I met AJ and Ryan and now Sugar. And we have a great show called the AfterBuzz TV where we can gossip about each other.
Yay! I fucking love that. Oh, my God. I'm like got a sailor's mouth. I'm so sorry. Excuse me.
So let's talk about the episode.
Don't let the kids
We had Lisa Wenchel obviously strategize in the beginning of the game. From the last tribal council, we see Denise, who is admitting to Penner that she voted him out. As part of a strategy, do you think that's a good idea of admitting that you're going to let someone go home?
You know what? It's such a wild game that you never know what's going to happen. Like Abi-Maria is acting like a crazy person. But hey, so did I, and it worked. So she could get pretty far. I feel like Abi-Maria is like, you can do whatever you want if you're really not. She's way hotter than me, but so much.
You guys are both
saw
beautiful.
I saw her in real life, and she's so beautiful. She looks like Carmen Electra, but better, like less worn.
So let's talk about edit, because in the show, Abby is shown as a total villain.
Is she?
And yeah, she's been seen as a total villain in the whole entire show.
That must mean that somebody's watching out for her. Like she's somebody to look out for because she's actually playing the game. So.
So what do you think about that? Let's talk about edit.
I have no idea. I as far as edit goes, what we were saying earlier, like I can't stand watching the challenges because they make it look so close when it's really not that close. You know,
So I just got a note that Yau-Man Chan is on the line right now.
Oh.
Yep.
Hi.
Hey.
Hey.
Yau-Man, are you here?
Hello, can you hear me?
We can hear you well. How are you?
Good. Who's on with me?
We have
It's
Christina
Sugar.
Cha and Sugar.
Hi, Sugar.
Hey, darling.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Hey, Yau-Man, what
Pretty
did
good.
what did you think about the episode of tonight, episode 8, Dead Man Walking?
Oh,
Just like
I love it. I love it. It's good.
What is the part
I was
that-
very surprised at what happened at Tribal Council.
It
Yeah.
was a surprise.
Those
It looked
guys
like it was
just
going to be
fight.
Lisa.
What did you predict in the beginning before you saw the result of it? Who did you think it was going to go based on the edit of the show?
Based on the edit, I thought Malcolm they get blindsided for a while, and then I thought that Tanner would go. Right? Yes, I thought if he didn't win immunity, he would certainly go. But I never thought Jeff would go. I thought one of the either Malcolm gets blindsided, or maybe even Pete would go. But
did you ever think that a moment that Lisa was going to go? Because like Lisa was actually ratting everyone out. She was saying
like her episode.
It looked like it was her
When it's her
episode.
episode,
She was
it seems like that's the person who's going to be voted.
right. She was ratting out Abby. She was ratting out Pete.
Everybody seems to like her. Everybody seems to trust her for some reason.
Right. Wouldn't you think that someone is feeding out information out to everyone else? Wouldn't you think, in your own point of view, in your own personal experience, that that's the person that you might want to consider letting go? Or do you
No,
think
sometimes when you're the person spilling the beans, that's the person you want to stick with because you know that person knows everything. Like, you know what they know, and they're like, that's why I was saying Abby seems like she's pulling my stunt with like the too stupid to lie kind of thing because she's all over the place. You don't know what she's a wild card. You kind of want to.
She's kind of like a firecracker.
Keep your enemies close. You know? Like, if you don't know what she's gonna do, then you better stick close to her. I think she might
adores
go far.
Abby, don't you?
It's like this. By the time they get to Tribal Council, it's like they're playing poker if all the cards dealt face up. Right? This is too funny. You know,
It's not.
I don't
poker,
understand
it's
why
craps.
Abby would show. I mean, she didn't have to show her.
Why
idol.
did she do that?
Kept it.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
What are you thinking? That's
But you
why I
know, we're
said
going
too
a little
stupid
ahead of
to
ourselves
lie.
because normally what we do here at the AfterBuzz is that we kind of go down in formats. We talk about the reward challenge.
format,
we kind of
right.
talk about,
All
and
right.
but you know what? It doesn't matter because this is slumber party. Woo, in our onesies. Yau-Man, if you were here, you would definitely be in onesies too, joining us in the slumber party.
I
Slumber
would not
party and
have.
I'm missing it. Oh no.
No, this is a girl thing.
This is a girl thing.
Oh, okay.
With
That's why
my
it's perfect that
my
Yau-Man's
sea
calling
serpent.
in.
Is this a sea serpent or
It's
is
Nessie.
it?
It's
It's Nessie. Or
I
or is
brought
it-
my toys. I thought I'd let you play with them. Cha-Cha can play with my toys.
So, Yau-Man, what do you predict that's going to happen in the season?
Who do I predict? I wanted Tanner to win at first in the beginning, but then after a few episodes, I go, oh no, he's not going to make it. So I like to see Lisa winning, just because I like her.
What about Scoopin? How do you feel about Scoopin?
Scoopin doesn't seem to do very well in challenges.
No, he doesn't.
So,
and he seems to get hurt a lot
yeah, so
too.
when now we're in the after the Pride merge, it's now individual challenges. I'm afraid he would not win if he doesn't win any individual immunity, and everybody's targeting returning players. His chance of getting to the end is getting more and more remote.
I don't
So-
think either of us are rooting for him. Right?
For scooping? It's like, yeah, you're a veteran. You already played.
When we
Sorry.
see-
Sugar, if you came back, I'd be like, sorry, you got to go.
That's what happened.
Yeah, man, same thing. I'd be like,
So no, but as far as like, are there other girls besides Denise and Abby?
there's Denise, there's Abby.
And Lisa.
And
I
there's
mean,
Lisa.
But a
They got
Twitter
rid of most of
follower,
the girls.
friend of mine from Twitter, really likes Denise.
I think Denise is incredible. She is
She's
awesome.
A hard body.
Yeah. Oh,
My
She
God.
is definitely
so
a
athletic.
competitive
Oh my God.
player.
Jesus, her body's ridiculous. What'd you say she does?
She's a sex therapist.
That makes sense.
That's what she's working out right there.
That's
But
how
that's
you get
even
your
better.
workout.
So let's talk about the reward challenge. They were separated in two teams. You got the yellow and the blue. From the yellow team, we have Jeff Kent, Penner, Lisa Wenchel, Denise, and Malcolm. And then Strawberry Shortcake fell down, so
Sorry.
Sugar rescued her. And then we have the blue tribe team. We have Abby, Pete, Artist, Carter, and Scoopin. Obviously, in the reward challenge, we see basically a few of the teammates goes out. They swim out to reach out a buoy or a piece of the puzzle out there.
I hate the challenges because they make it look so much closer than it really usually
No,
is.
we know it takes forever to swim
No,
out in the
no,
water.
But I mean, sometimes
I
they
would
make
say
it.
I would
No,
not be
sometimes
a
they make
swimmer.
it
Oh,
look like
gosh,
it's
and it's so
closer
deep.
than-
It's
That
not.
was
It's
tough.
not. We know it took forever to swim out there.
No, I'm
it's not as
saying at
easy.
the end,
At
when
the
it
end.
comes to the last second.
That it was neck to neck.
Sometimes they make it look like it's a lot closer than it is.
You
That's
think
all I'm saying.
Yeah.
'Cause
Well,
I'm
she
not
can
under
say that.
contract, so I'm just saying.
They
I'm
do.
just saying.
It brings the suspense up. So anyways, they go out, they swim out, they take a piece of the puzzle, and then each team drags them out, and they reveal a puzzle. Obviously, the yellow tribe wins, and what do they win? They win a barbecue picnic.
Good old
Southern
Yeah.
picnic.
cooking.
Oh my God.
And we know how that's like when you don't win a reward challenge.
And you're like, they have
You're the
meat.
losing team.
They have
They had
red
beans.
meat. They had red meat. And my body would have really wanted that right there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
like, I don't even care.
Well,
if
you know what it's
don't
like
eat
to lose
meat,
a
I
reward
wanna
challenge.
know.
It's like you're starving. You know, you don't know what they're talking about. They're strategizing, and then of course the losing team. You're thinking to yourself like, okay, let's bring in a different alliance here. Those a-holes are
What-
eating a feast,
what-
and
I'd
we're
be
starving
like,
and eating
wait,
beans.
who won that challenge, and how do I get them on my team?
What I didn't like is that they didn't show how they picked the two teams, right?
Yeah,
No,
did
they didn't
pick
show
it
if they
all?
drew
How did
rocks.
draw lots, or did somebody like how did they have the two returning players
Yeah.
separated?
I definitely
so you think
remember
they
that,
start out
Yau-Man.
with one returning player on each team, and then that guy gets to pick somebody. I like to know how they picked it.
That is
Yeah.
good. That is a good note. It could have been rocks.
Yeah.
It could have been like people picking like schoolyard pick.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
We didn't
That's
see any of
fishy.
that.
Yeah, I hate it when they don't show that stuff.
So yeah, man, what is going on with your life right now? What is the latest, greatest thing that's happening currently in your life? Can you share with us?
Nothing. It's boring.
Nothing. Nothing's happening in the Bay Area.
Good night.
No. Is there any special charity event that we need to know about that you're going to be doing?
Always. something.
Nothing. It's just.
Okay,
Well,
Yau-Man, then
leave
you know
the
what? If you
night.
have nothing to say about what we do,
Bye.
we're going to cut you. Tribe has spoken. We're going to snuff your torch.
You're dead.
Thank you, Yau-Man, for talking to us.
Today is talking to you guys. Okay.
I love that you're
joining the
calling.
slumber
Thank you
party.
so much, Yau-Man. I'll see you soon.
We love you.
Maybe
All
see
right.
Book of
Thank
Mormon.
you.
Thank you. for
Book of
calling.
Mormon. I just saw it. It was awesome.
Really?
By the way, yeah.
I want to see it.
Really
Well,
saw
thanks, Yau-Man.
Thank you.
Why did
Bye.
you say Book of Mormon? What does
Book
that
of
have
Mormon.
to do with?
No, it has nothing to do with Survivor.
What did you come up with that out of? What does that have?
I'm
to do
random.
With anything?
That-
You are random.
I'm so random. A lot of random things that come out of my mouth.
This girl.
So that was Yau-Man Chan. If you don't know Yau-Man, you're
We love
obviously
him.
not a super fan.
Did anybody
he was
call
on
in? Is
Micronesia and Fiji.
Yeah.
And
She is.
so we got here Sugar. Sugar
Woo!
from Gabon. Actually, one of my favorite. That's a good season.
It was a good season.
Yeah.
I only say that 'cause it's like my season. I win that season.
And then
even
we
though I
had
didn't
Hero
win.
versus Villain, which we'll not talk about. So, Sugar, you know exactly what I'm talking about when someone is who you expect
To
that
be
you
your
be your
ally?
and then they
Oh.
betray you. Because we saw a little bit of that with Pete and Abby.
Yeah,
How
but
did
you
you-
didn't see any of mine. You didn't see any of that
No.
happen to me, except for, well, in Gabon, you kind of see me do this with Ace, but that's because I was a little bit bamboozled.
Oh,
When you're-
Ace,
I was already
Gordon.
like, you know what? I love Ace. He's kind of.
So we have a
Whatever.
caller.
He's still
We have a
cool.
super fan. I think this is probably one of our first callers that we might hear in Survivor AfterBuzz. Who do we have on the line?
This is Richard.
Hi, Richard. Yes, how are you
Your
doing?
neighbor.
Hi.
Your neighbor.
Oh, it's my neighbor, guys. My neighbor who's also a super fan. So you have Sugar from Survivor Gabon and Heroes vs. Villain and myself.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
So what did you think of tonight's episode?
Well, let me just tell you, I have missed the last few episodes because I'm stuck in this hurricane in New York, but I got today's episode.
Well, the
and I
hurricane's
was
over,
like,
God. No,
so there's no
no.
excuses. Just
No,
kidding.
now it's a hurricane. It was
now it's a blizzard.
now it's a blizzard.
Last week. I mean,
God, what
hurricane
is
last
go-
week.
What
I'm
did
being-
you guys do to God? for
Yeah.
him
So
to-
are you trapped?
Just
Are you
joking, I'm just
surviving
joking.
Hurricane Sandy, Richard?
Yes, and I'm trying to get back to LA, which I'll be back Monday.
Monday,
And
great.
he cannot wait. I can hear it in his voice.
He
I'm
can.
so sorry. I'm sorry for everybody in the East Coast. That sucks.
Yeah.
But let's talk about Lisa Welchel.
Let's talk. Yes. Let's talk about her strategizing the game and
She's
throwing
working
Malcolm
it.
in the bus.
What?
Well, like
Throwing him?
I was, like I said, I'm behind a few episodes. Today, I was like, she's going to be kicked off. I was so worried about her today.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it seems like it was her day to go because she was all over the place.
She was
It
very
like her
feisty.
episode. I
Yeah.
mean,
I'll be so disappointed because I grew up watching The Facts of Life. She's a friend in my head.
Friend in your head. How many friends do you have
Yeah,
in
like-
your head?
I have a lot of
What are you-
friends in my head.
how are you doing? Yeah. But I was really worried, and she was strategizing, and then all of a sudden they turned on her. I guess when she was talking to, was it Pete? I guess it was, and then told Pete. I think she told Pete that the other one had the idol.
She told that
and
Malcolm
all-
had an idol, and then Pete went over to Malcolm and said, "Yo, you have the idol." He's like, I don't know what you're talking about." So
He admitted to it at the end. I was like, that's it. They're going to just turn and throw her all off. But I was really surprised that almost even votes against the other two.
So
She didn't get any votes.
speaking of Lisa
No,
Wenchel,
she did.
do you
but
think
the
she's
other-
going to
I
go
thought she'd
far
get
in the
all of
game?
them for that, yeah.
Sorry, I'm looking at my notes.
Do you think Lisa's going to go far in the game?
I think so. I really believe Malcolm, Lisa, and Pete are going to make it to the top three.
That's your prediction. That's a good
That's my
one.
prediction.
That's a good one. What
I'm
do you
gonna
think?
say Abby because if we can vote in Vegas and she's like a long shot,
Uh-huh.
I'm not gonna say that she wins. I just want her in the top 3. I just
Mm-hmm.
feel like she might be one of those wild
She
cards
could be the
that.
top 4. She was the top 4 with
You
them.
think so?
Yeah.
I've actually
I don't
heard this a
know.
couple
We'll
of times.
see.
So let's talk about Survivor and Vegas bets. Have you ever bet on a player?
I have never, and I could have, and I should have.
Could you get in trouble if you learn someone's spoiling and then you find the winnings?
Well, the people that are spoiling are usually those people that think that they know everything and they can predict it, and they already know. So like, really, it's just somebody's word. So.
That's true.
That's true.
True.
You can't
I don't know
believe
any
that.
of
And
this
I'll
anyways
tell
because
you.
I'm a super fan. So I just hear things and I just kind of brush them off and I just pay attention to
And
the show.
I was a recruit, so I barely keep up, and I.
Well, Richard, do you have anything else to say about this episode? What do you think
Well,
about
no,
Jeff?
I think I'm done with it, but I just have to say about spoilers. I'll tell you, you as my neighbor who kept your mouth tightly lipped all through the season.
I did.
too.
I lived in suspense and had to watch it live. So spoilers are coming from people that have no business talking.
Yep. So there you go, CBS. I never spoiled. And that was my neighbor, super fan. Thank you, Richard.
You're in the clear.
And
Ta-ta.
I'm so glad that you're surviving
Next
through the
week.
blizzard. I'll see you next week. Bye. Thanks for
Bye.
Bye, Richard.
calling.
Bye, everybody.
So, just to let you know, in iTunes, you can download our podcast here, the AfterBuzz, and we have about 16 million viewers and downloads.
Say what?
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. And
crazy. That's crazy.
we have it over in 72 countries. I would say that's huge because actually
Oh my
last
God.
week, I think we used to be 11 million.
All
11
right.
million to 6
I like-
million,
I like the
5
way that
million.
sounds.
That's pretty awesome. So thank you guys for watching.
Thank you.
And we do reply and we do look at the comments. I think for this one, Sugar is definitely going to see if you say anything about her, and she'll be happy to reply back in the YouTube
or
comment.
block you.
Yeah.
Just
So give us a
joking.
rating on
Be nice.
iTunes. Download us. Give us a 5 because we're awesome. And if you want to see more Survivor alums and that you like to see as a guest, text us, tweet us, Facebook us, Twitter us, whatever. Let us know.
What's happening?
And
Are
then
we
we'll have
wrapping it up?
and we'll have we'll have that guest over. No, I'm just telling
I was
it.
like,
I'm just letting
Jesus,
people
it
know that
sounded
they
like
need to
a wrap-up,
download
and I was like, are we
iTunes.
wrapping up? I have
No,
things
it's
to
like a
say.
commercial. It's my little commercial that I have to
Oh,
give
yeah.
out there
Okay.
too, so people can download
So, but we
and
don't
tune
go to
into
commercial
Survivor.
because we're on the
No,
internet.
Sugar, this is my show. Why are you running this?
Oh,
show?
I didn't realize. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I'm not. I'm like a guest host.
Just a
and
guest
I'm not,
host?
I'm not even like a guest.
Just hold
I
on to
thought I
your
was a
strawberry
guest.
shortcake. I'll hold on to this sea serpent.
This is my Raggedy Ann strawberry shortcake. You know
Raggedy
you had one.
Ann.
You were a kid, and you're so jealous. Are you?
I didn't. I had Barbies, but I have eating disorders, so just kidding.
Yes.
So
Barbies
going
were
back
so
into
dirty
it,
when I was playing
we're
Barbies.
going to the immunity challenge, and Penner, Jonathan Penner, who we all like, Jonathan Penner, who's also a Survivor alum, veteran.
I believe I may have met him actually. Does he not sound like
I have not met
Alan
him. I
Alda?
love Penner.
Hello, people. Have you ever heard somebody sound more like Alan Alda from MASH than Penner? His voice is exactly like Alan Alda. I think I may have Twittered him and told him that randomly one day.
I like
I'm
him.
just saying.
He's one of my favorite
It's-
players. I would really like to see
I
Penner
love
go
Alan
far.
Alda. And I don't hate Penner. I like Penner.
I like him.
I just really liked Russell too, and I was like, bye.
Russell Swan?
Yeah.
Yeah, Russell
He's a
Swan's
nice
great,
guy.
but he didn't stay there too long. So sorry, Russell. We had to see
Sorry.
you go. But if we're gonna see
That was
another veteran who's gonna go, who do you think it's gonna be, Scoopin or Penner? Obviously, Penner won the immunity for that challenge, but who do you think it's gonna
I guess
be?
it's gonna be the other guy because I didn't realize there was more than 2 repeats
There's-
on this. How many?
Sugar, do you not watch the show?
No, I don't ever watch the show. Didn't you guys
Another
know
thing that you'll learn about these Survivor
That's why I have
alums.
so many notes.
Some of them don't really watch Survivor. They're not real super fans. So
I
really, we
know.
bring them
Let's
here
let's
for
go
you
there.
guys
Let's go there,
to
Cha-Cha.
see what's.
Let's go there. Not okay, because she's a super fan.
I am.
was
I
a
actually
recruit.
am an
I'm
advocate.
so sorry.
So.
It happens. It happens. It happens frequently.
But they needed a blonde, cutesy girl to be on the show, and they got you.
They found. Yeah, they
found
me
you.
on a pinup
They
calendar.
needed a fiery
What are
Asian
you
that
gonna
just
do?
had
I thought they were
nothing to
gonna
say in the edit, and then they got me. So that's what you
How
got.
many times did you audition?
Once I did
'Cause
the
she's hot.
Sears.
They were like, oh no, we need a hot Asian.
And I said all these most
Makes
obnoxious
sense.
things, and then you get me, and the only time I'm fiery was the first episode, and then after that my name came up, and I was like, I need to shut up.
Oh.
So yeah, that's what
Learn
happened.
I never had my name ever written down once.
Ever?
Except for in the first season. Even for the votes. Like, the final votes. But
I had my name's the most written. down,
yeah,
so.
but that's okay. They made up for it in the second season. I did.
There
so
you
I was
go.
like, first one out.
So we look at the immunity challenge. We have Jonathan
That's a
Penner.
real hero.
He said that he was going to win immunity, and it's kind of interesting when you see someone who declares that they're going to win it,
And then he did.
and he did.
Well,
What a
there
great
you go.
follow through.
Oh my God.
Right.
Oh.
So we look at the
Nice
immunity
follow
challenge.
through.
We have it right here, actually above. They untie
Oh,
the
they are
bag,
doing it.
they hurtle over, they take it, and then they got the puzzle. Whoever's the first one who falls into it, and then boom, ends up doing the puzzle, which is a
Alan Alda's
snake.
voice.
We have Scoopin. No. Who ends up being on the?
We already talked about Denise, didn't we?
We have Denise. So we have out for the immunity challenge. You know what? Is Pete, Penner, and Jeff, and they're racing to uncover the puzzle. And what is it? It's a snake.
Look,
Surprise,
let me
surprise.
Tell you, they love snakes. I hate. They do love snakes on the show.
It's like they're
But
snakes.
look, what it looks like a child's toy that you could go take your kid to the
Kids, it looks like a simple puzzle, but it's not. It's jagged.
pediatrics. No, seriously, it does look like something that would be like a little. It's on a wire, and you go. It's not as easy as it looks, folks. Because you're under a lot of stress, and you're like, oh my God, I'm gonna die.
I don't know
Like,
about you,
literally,
Sugar,
they
but
might
I
kill
happen to be
me.
very good at puzzles. So
Yeah, see, I wasn't good at puzzles or challenges, so I don't know
Probably why you
how.
went far.
I am a miracle.
So
One of those things that don't happen much.
Pete,
How did I make it?
ended up not winning. Everyone was
Who's
rooting
this
for
guy?
Pete.
What's-
That's
let's
Carter.
talk about-
Let's talk about
What?
Carter. Carter
Who
is
the
actually.
hell is this guy?
I am actually wondering how Carter got on the show too, because whenever he speaks, it's just like so dull.
Just so you
I,
guys
don't-
know.
I want to be nice to you, Carter, and I would love for you to be a guest on the show. But I'm kind of contemplating whether or not if you're going to be
He's such a
interesting.
nice guy. It just doesn't stick out. And I feel like when you see Carter's episode,
You
'cause
wanna fall
Carter will
asleep.
have an episode, and when you see Carter's episode, you know that Carter's gonna die. 'Cause
I think Carter is already dead. He's just roaming around like a
Unless
zombie on
he
the
starts
show.
unless he starts playing the game like really finagling things.
I don't even think he understands what
you-
game he's on.
When you learn who Carter is, that's it. He's
I don't
dead.
know why Carter. You know,
Toast.
that's why they're keeping Carter because they know he doesn't know how to play the game.
Why are they?
He doesn't. I don't know, but he's a floater. He's definitely one of the floaters.
Oh, you gotta
So
keep
that's
him
why when they have
floater.
someone who strategizes, they got to get rid of him.
I
So
personally hate floaters.
in the toilet or in the water. What kind of floaters?
I'm
The
just
buoy?
being totally disgusting. Hilarious. Hilarious. Sorry, Carter, but you might.
That's how you really feel.
I'm sorry.
What's the name?
Oh,
floaters
I
of the
had
game?
to say that because you might have him on your show, and I can be the bitch because I'm not
You
not
can.
the host of the show. So
It's okay.
Sorry,
I actually
Carter.
kinda-
It was like
you
one of
know,
those
I'm
things.
sure
I
he's a
actually
great
don't-
guy, but I'm just kind of curious about how he got casted on the show.
I want to know. And when you have him on the show, you can ask him: was he a recruit or was he like?
I
did
want to
somebody
say
find him
100%
while they were
he was a
drunk
recruit.
walking up and down.
100% he was a recruit.
Grocery aisle.
Because we all know that Penner ends up winning immunity, and everyone's
Oh,
scrambling out
I
on.
thought she was telling us Penner wins. I was like, whoa,
Oh,
wait, really?
There, it's not a surprise. So he wins immunity, and we see everyone scrambling out in camp trying to figure out who are their alliance. Obviously,
People were working.
it's pretty messed
it.
up.
People were.
People were
definitely
working it. They're like
But you know,
sub-alliance.
I feel like
A lot of
they,
sub-alliance.
This was a very confusing episode. They don't always show so much scrambling. They don't
And I've been
always
following, and I'm a little confused.
I mean, it was like Abby 1, Jeff 5, Pete 4. It was all like Abby. Who voted
Right.
for Abby? Come on.
I want to know.
Some jealous.
I don't
biatch.
think we saw the part where they ended up showing who voted for who.
I want to know. If I were her, I bet she found out.
So
Oh,
it
the
gets to the
awkward
part that they're scrambling. We don't get to tribal council yet. You're going
Oh,
way ahead
I'm so
again.
sorry.
It's the sugar show, AfterBuzz. In case you guys didn't know. So we see Carter. Actually, Jeff Kent goes up to Carter and says, "Who are we gonna vote off? It seems like we were gonna vote out Pete." And then Carter looks at him and says, "I thought we were sending you home tonight."
That guy's an idiot.
How?
That guy's
I thought we were sending you home tonight. What would you
Carter!
say if someone said that to you in your alliance? You're like, really?
Oh, you moron. I'm sorry.
So we have here Sugar. Survivor
Now
Gabon
that guy's not going to
Hero
be your
versus
friend,
villain.
or he is going to be your friend because he feels like you're going to tell the truth to him. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's playing the same game Abby is. It's like,
You know, when I was talking about guests to come into our studio, I actually approached to Sugar a few weeks ago and saying like I would love to have you as a guest. What I didn't know was that she was previously shown in another reality show, Survivor Celebrity
Survivor
Rehab.
Celebrity
Surviving
Rehab.
Celebrity Rehab. Tell us a little bit about that.
That was like, have you ever seen the movie One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest?
Yes.
It was a lot like that.
And
So it's
she
basically,
was wearing onesies.
yeah.
That's
oh,
why
yeah.
that
Oh,
explains
and
the
that's why we're
onesies.
bringing up CCR brand if you want one. I'm just saying it's
not
it's not
working.
even a commercial. But
not.
I just love to wear them, and we wanted to have a slumber party, so
We
Cha
did.
Cha wanted to wear one too.
With my sea serpent here. I don't even know his name.
It's Nazi. What is
Nessie.
wrong with you?
I'm terrible at names.
All right. Well, the
So,
other ones don't have
there you
names.
go.
I don't name my animals. I'm an adult.
So we're at
I
Tribal
don't
Council.
name my stuffed animals anymore.
We're at a slumber party here. Slumber party, Survivor AfterBuzz here.
What have I not talked about?
So we're at Tribal Council. It's probably the most confusing Tribal Council to me. Okay, you know what it's
was.
like. Do you think they were there for a long time? I think they were there for a long time. How long do you think they were there?
I think the longest tribal council I ever had it must have been 2 hours.
2 hours.
2 hours.
I think mine was about 3 or 4.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
But we were getting yelled
Yeah.
at by Jeff and the producers.
Jeff? Okay. See, since I'm not under contract,
Oh, I just gave something out.
Jeff
He does
likes
that.
to like spoil people's games. Like
does.
in the tribal council, like he has nothing else to talk about besides what's actually going on. But yet you want to be like, Jeff, I'm trying not to let people know what's going on.
You're
Why are you
leaking out
trying
my
to dig it
strategy.
out of
What are
me?
you doing?
You're trying to kill my player buzz, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, what is up with that? He didn't do that. You hardly see Jeff in this episode. I didn't even notice
And it's his
him.
show.
And he just won an Emmy. I mean, good for you, Jeff. And he got a TV show. And so I don't know how long
Yes,
that's good.
Jeff Probst has his own daytime talk show. It's called the Jeff Probst Show. I went to it as a guest. It's great.
I was watching TMZ. This is totally side note. I didn't go see. I wasn't invited. So TMZ like said something. TMZ said something about the Jeff
Sugar.
Probst show. I'm
You
sorry.
didn't. Okay.
I just went totally. I was going off thing and I totally
You're
forgot.
going.
All right. All I know is Jeff likes to ruin people's games while we were at tribal council.
I'm gonna have to agree with
To
you
watch
on
out
that
for
one.
See?
Yeah.
I told him one time. I said, Jeff,
I've been
stop."
called. Yeah, definitely. So
That's
we
an
see
insider
them.
thing that only I mentioned because I'm not under contract.
no.
Because she's scared to say anything. About
I am
the
kind of
show.
scared.
So I'll
But
just-
then
I'll
again,
say it.
I'm not afraid to say certain things, like people who can't be a guest on our show that just too cool to show up. So
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. RC looks like a bitch. That's all I got to say. Sorry. I hope you don't. I won't see you in a club because I don't like to go to clubs. But just,
I don't think she lives here. I think she lives in New York.
Oh, good.
So
Is that terrible?
Who
for me
else
to
do
say?
you
Oh,
think that
good,
looks
RC
like,
lives on the East Coast?
so who else do you not like been part of the Survivor
Oh
family?
God, no! I like people. What?
I know people who don't like people.
Corinne is the only person I hate. But other than that, everybody else is cool.
So there's absolutely no drama here at the Survivor family, at least for me on my side. There's no one that
no, not the people that are actually part of the family.
part of the family.
Well, you're
There's
a
another
you're a
family?
loved person. You weren't like a
Me?
hated person.
I was bullied.
Yeah.
Let's talk
you
about the bullying. You were bullied. I was bullied. We had the
was that
three
bullied
big-
by that bit? Oh.
Oh,
I mean, Corinne.
I happen to like Corinne.
What?
She's nice to me.
What?
You know,
What? She's nice. Oh, do you
I'm
party
likable.
at her favorite place?
what's her favorite place?
Happy Endings.
Happy Endings?
Is
I
that
have
where
been
you hang
there.
out? You hang
I
out
live
with-
right by Happy Endings. Do you not see what I am? I am Asian. I give Happy Endings.
We love you long
Oh,
time.
there goes Nessie.
We love
down.
you long time.
He had too much fun there. So,
This one.
we see the bullying actions with Pete, Abby, and Artis. Although I
Abby,
don't see
you're such a
anything.
bully.
But
What are you doing?
but you love Abby.
I do love Abby. She looks like Carmen Electra in real life. I saw her at a party. She was really cool. She was very nice. I liked her. I think she's gonna go far.
So that being said, that whoever we think it is, do you think it's all based on edit? Because sometimes people get edited away that looks like they're bad, looks like they're good, looks like they're dumb. Who do you think is not getting a fair
You know
edit?
what? It's
I
hard
think
to
Artis
say.
is not getting a fair edit. I don't know
This is why-
anything about him.
This is why I don't host these kind of shows because you know what? You don't know. Besides, unless you're on the show, you don't
True.
know that they edit people all kinds of crazy.
They do.
JT's mother like totally apologized for his super American sweetheart. You know.
So
edit to
JT
me.
and
I'm just
Sugar,
saying.
it sounds like something
Just
happened
saying.
there back in Heroes versus Villain. Share it with us. We're going to
I've
talk
shared it
about
with Minnie.
news and gossip. This is actually old news.
Way
slightly
old
gossip.
news.
Yeah.
TV News.
So, Sugar, spill the beans. What's going on?
What?
with,
Nothing's
JT, 'cause
going
I don't know
on.
about
It's like
this.
so many years ago. I'm just saying.
I don't
like,
know if anybody knows
JT
this. Maybe super
murdered
fan.
me.
How did
That's
he
all I'm
murder you?
saying.
You're
You
so
like how I'm
live.
looking at the camera.
I'm like, he murdered you. How did he murder you?
he went when you're the first person out in the game If somebody goes around saying so and so's out, so and so's out, and I thought was my ally until his mother apologized later. It was like, oh, okay, later I got it. Way before that, obviously, but yeah, when you say this is the person we're voting out, and you're like one of the stronger men, and like it's a weak girl, nobody questions it. Nobody asks why, even if you were topless and won an like a challenge for your points for your team. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, you know, when somebody goes around saying, vote out so and so, that's, you're like, thank God it's not me. Yes, we'll vote out so and so.
That's
like,
called a blindside, in case you didn't know.
No, it's not. Well, that was a blindside, but it really wasn't. Like, I could tell he wasn't looking me in the eye, and I like put my shoes on. I was ready to go. I knew it, but.
Oh, wait. Are we allowed to do that? It's too late.
I think
there
we
you
can.
go.
Oh, no. Children are not watching it. It's like 11 on the East Coast or something, right?
It's more like midnight. 1
it's
o'clock.
What? Daylight savings times.
Savings time.
It just happened like a week ago.
So what's going on with you now, Sugar? What have you been up to?
Oh, you knew.
You don't know? Are you just like Yau-Man? You have nothing
going
on in your life?
I do know what's going on with me.
Come on, guys.
That is one thing I actually
true.
do know what's going on.
You've been hosting a show. I saw it on Instagram. You've been hosting. You've been doing
I hosted a pilot called.
Are you allowed to talk about it?
Well, yeah,
okay.
But I don't think it's when you host. I have 2 pilots that are in the little thing. You know, like one's about pinup and one's about street art. But it's the chosen one is the one I just hosted at the Peace Fest. But I feel like I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Like Monster was our sponsor, and then immediately after somebody died by drinking Monster. So it was kind of a fucked up kind of situation. So
there goes that sponsorship.
But no, but I love Monster, and I don't have a heart. The girl had a heart problem, so like she shouldn't have been drinking speed. That's
How do you feel about Red Bull?
They don't watch the show, and we're not gonna at them on Instagram or Twitter, so it doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure.
So after that sponsorship squash, did you guys go up to Red Bull? You're like, yo, Monster's gone. Red Bull. No. Okay.
I just mourned it.
One CCR brand.
Oh, I do. I love this CCR brand. I just did. Are we talking about me now? Is it me?
We are. We're gonna talk about you a little bit. This is your
yay.
15 minutes, maybe less than that.
My 15 minutes are almost. Fuck.
This is only for.
Beeps. Are you having to beep it? I just did
over the age
a
of
little
17.
show called Weeds. It was the last season. I did 2 episodes.
She was on Weeds.
Yeah. You were?
No, I said you were on Weeds.
I was like,
love Weeds. And then that was the finale. It's done. No more. They're not going to have Weeds anymore.
They're all on different shows now.
So sad because I love that show.
It was a good show.
My favorite. Although I felt like the ending was kind of weak.
I kind of always go on TV shows and the like season where they're like reaching for things. I don't know why that is. But I hope no producers or casting directors are watching right now because I feel like I get cast like during the like either they're jumping the shark or something. Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird thing. But you know what? Let me just tell you. Can I?
Go ahead.
Can I have my own camera now? Can you not move here? If I like that she gave us a. Could you not move here if you want to become an actor? Because it's real dry. Okay. So stay in your hometown, and if they film a lot of things there, like Louisiana, stay there and do some one-liners and some like featured extra parts.
Traffic here is terrible.
No, it's not.
People are not friendly here. It doesn't ever. The sun never shines ever.
I'm just telling you, A-listers are getting TV shows. So like the people that have been fighting for 13 years in SAG and working on TV, not talking reality.
Do you want to tell? Do you want to tell Survivor? What about the Survivor alums too?
Look at me waking up and not saying the F word.
So proud of you.
It's a hard business.
It is a hard business.
I'm telling you, I just got a new commercial agent. Thank God, and I hope they're good. And I heard that they're good. So that's
it is a tough business. Actually, I was talking to Bill Posley, who's also a working actor, and for him, he has the Survivor after show Thursday. That's tomorrow on CBS.com. He brings out Survivor alums. He brought Jerry and Parvati and some other folks. I think Ben Reeves was also on there as well.
I'm sorry. I like Jerry, and then you said Parvati, and then I was like...
Parvati.
I don't know.
I haven't met Parvati.
Parvati, but I feel like for some reason we have like some...
Hey,
thing.
I like
Like,
everyone.
it's not
I
even
don't have
us
any
doing
qualms.
it,
There's
it's
no
like a
drama on my
thing.
side. There's only people that I
But
don't
we were
like.
on a season together, and I did feel like she was not an ally, but she was on the villains team, and I was on the heroes team, so we weren't allies at all yet. But I felt like we for didn't know each other well enough for her to actually like me, and I felt like she hated me. I feel like
How do
she
you
wanted
know
me
that?
out.
How do you know when someone
But then I
hates you?
outed
Do you
her
feel it
about something
when they don't
that
even
was
know you. I don't
fucking
think that's really
true.
fair.
Oh, F me again.
This is the last time we're gonna have Sugar here on
I'm
the show.
sorry.
Just kidding.
That's what my nieces and nephews said
People,
when I
I'm
rented that
sorry.
one
If you're
movie.
under
Something about
17, I do
Mary.
apologize here.
"Oh,
I did
Jesse,
say the
you
F word in the
can't
beginning. That
rent
was my
movies
fault. So we are gonna go straight to the Survivor
Damn you.
prediction.
You know what? They love
Here.
this. They
So,
love this.
oh,
AfterBuzz TV.
what are you predicting, Sugar? Next.
Oh my God.
What's gonna happen in the next episode?
Oh
see.
God, I
What do you
can't
think? What do you
predict the
think? What do you
next
think?
episode.
Did you say dick?
No. This girl is so dirty. Why are you predict?
Predict.
Jesus.
It is a slumber party. It is a slumber party.
Woo! Time for the pillow fight. Wow! Just joking.
So,
You got scared.
it did.
Okay, my prediction is they're gonna kill all the men, and
With the
Lisa,
three girls
Lisa, Denise, and my hottie, what's her name? Marie.
Abi-Maria.
Abi-Maria.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna be the final three. That's my prediction.
All right. Mine, I don't know. Let's see. I think Penner is going to go far. I like him. He's strategizing the game, although he knows what he's doing for sure. Abby is also a great player. I think Malcolm is going to go far as well, too. I think he got scared. Lisa as well, but I didn't really expect it at all with her throwing Malcolm underneath the bus, and then also Pete. So I would say
I want her in the final three. I
Lisa,
like her.
Abby, Malcolm, and Penner. 4. Possibly
Final
5.
4?
So we're wrapping it up
Or your
here.
top 4?
This is the Survivor AfterBuzz. We have Sugar, Jessica Kiper. I said it right.
Jessica Sugar Kiper.
Where can they find you?
At Sugar Kiper on Instagram and Twitter, and you can follow
On
me
the
on
Book
Facebook.
of Face. You can
I'm not one
subscribe.
of these asshole actors that have their own .coms, even though they're nobody.
I have a .com. But I'm not an actor.
My bad. No, but that's cool. You're a host.
Oh, it's easy.
You're
I
a
can do
host.
your website for you if you need
My
help.
friends who have .coms are hating me right now.
And you
Don't
can
have
find
cards
me
either.
on
That's lame.
Facebook, Twitter, and also on Instagram at Christina_Cha. So thanks, everyone. This is the Survivor
Oh my
AfterBuzz
God.
show.
Are we gonna have so many more followers after?
We're going to
I'm so
have probably
excited.
maybe few
I'm so excited.
with our 16
Wait,
million
how come
viewers.
people didn't call in? Did nobody call in?
We had one call in, my neighbor. Thank you, Richard.
Your neighbor. Awesome.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
And we'll buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.